I've grown a lot since I started building my own home. So much so that there is very little left of the person I was before, and sometimes I feel like this past 1.5 years has been growing up on steroids. Because before this, I was basically in lockdown for 10 years and not moving at all, no experiences, no growing, even though I thought I did grow a lot. And I thought I knew myself completely, and I've been proven wrong. I've done things that I never in a million years thought I would be able to do, and if I knew that they would come on my path, I wouldn't have gone on this path. But I'm happy I did so because I'm better now. I like myself more than I did before, and I think I have a lot of growing to do. And I am thankful that I ended up in this community that brought me those situations that pushed me beyond my limits and made me grow in a faster rate, because I had a lot of catching up to do, and I still do. I still feel I'm behind on so many people, and at the same time I'm beginning to be okay with that and just move on my own pace and not expect that I should be in the same spot as someone else is on my age. And I'm certain that there will be a lot of obstacles and phases ahead of me, especially when the lockdown is over and things are starting to open up and go back to normal, because I haven't really been out there when it was normal. Privacy is not something I got a lot of, and that is in fact what this video is going to be about, or probably more than one video is going to be about. I've dusted off the boxes of my gained skills from building my house, even though I put that very far back in my head. And the truth is, I barely remember anything of building the house much, because it went so fast and it was so stressful. I had 3 months that I built my house in, which is quite a lot, especially if you have never built anything before. And I think at some point I just went into survival mode, because building this house also meant that a very large change was about to happen, and I wasn't anxious about it, as I'm always anxious about things. But there is some vague memory left that I did enjoy it. And I've been watching some YouTube videos of some people building things, and it got me itching, and normally I would just ask my dad to make it all. But this time I thought, of course, under his guidance, or at least some guidance, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I do not have the natural talent for this, but I'm excited to try it. So, yeah, the project. What is it about? Well, the idea is to make a spot in my garden to be able to sit outside without all the tourists or even neighbors can see me. I like to be hiding. I don't want to be seen constantly, and I just want to be able to have a little spot of my own. And hopefully I can also be making some privacy on the front of my house, but I do think that's not going to happen this couple of weeks. But the most important thing with the warmer weather is so that I can sit outside comfortably. So you might be asking, you're not home. I'm not home, because I like to do things when I'm not constantly in the vision of other people, especially when I'm doing something that I have no idea what I'm doing and I'm very insecure about it, even though I'm filming this. But that's in my own control. So I'm gonna do this in my parents' home with my father's tools, because I don't have much tools, and although I'm pretty sure if I asked my neighbors, they would happily lend me stuff. They're really cool, but to take the pressure off, I'm just gonna do it like this. And as I've learned, I have no idea what I'm doing, which I have already said. I had an idea in my head of how to do the bridge through my window. Yes, I'm gonna use my window as my back door, and I need a bridge for that. So that's something I've been making. I had an idea, but my dad was, first of all, he didn't got it right away, and second of all, his idea was a lot better. So we've gone with his. It's so much better than I'd be able to do on my own, but I did do everything as usual. I have noticed that all the tools that were put in my hands and I had to work with are very alien to me, and it feels very uncomfortable working with it. Well, uncomfortable is not the right word. It's more that I don't have the hang of it yet. I might not have the hang of it at the end of the week, but I will have gained a little bit more hang of it, a little bit more skills. Because it's good to have skills, especially building skills. They can come in handy. So, the plans, the projects that I will be doing from my parents' home. So, obviously the bridge to my window. I want to make or create some sort of place outside for my bunny, meaning, when I sit outside, I want to take her with me, but have like a little high spot so that she can safely be tucked away, but still be able to come to me and sit with me. For that, I need to have a fence. I want to have a fence around my garden. That's not something I'm gonna technically make, but I do have to do some work on. That's waiting for it to arrive. I want to have an outdoor bed that can also be like a couch thing, so that I can sit uncomfortably, and if it's very hot that I don't have to sleep inside my house, because that's hot. Especially I sleep upstairs, where all the heat is going to be trapped in the summer. So I want to have a space where I can safely be outside. And also I want to do something with shading, and I have some ideas of how to do. Like, the idea for the outside shady space is to make a blanket fort, a little tent, something to take the sight of the people away from me, but also create shade, because I am a pale person, I do burn very easily, and I love being in shade. And there's very little of it in my terrain. We live on concrete, so no shades. So yeah, that's the plan for this video. It's probably going to be at least a 2-part video. This week is mainly starting off doing probably the main things. I don't know. I don't have a planning, because I have no idea how long things go. But I think the second one will at least end with more of the end result, because I'm gonna stay here for 2 weeks. So, the end result is not gonna happen within these 2 weeks, because I need to go back home to show that and to work on that. But just the little tools to make like a little comfortable spot for me outside. So that's fine. It's raining now. No snowing. Hailing? Hailing? So obviously I got my hair done. I'm very happy with it, very pleased with it. I think it's a lot better than it was. I was very much done with the blue hair. I thought it, when I put it in, I thought it would be like 2 weeks, 3 weeks tops, that would be in my hair. But you know, it's been months and it was still in my hair and it was getting very dirty and icky and it didn't feel like me, so I wanted to get it out. It's a bit darker than I planned, but that's because, you know, the blue was very persistent. So we had to go darker, but I think I prefer it like this. After I got my hair cut, my mum and I had some appointments with thrift shops, so I went thrifting. And because my dad is incapable of doing nothing, he did things. He finished some projects, he continued on some projects I had, so there's some bits that I didn't do. I'm not complaining, but you know, he couldn't plan himself. He can't do nothing. So like he prepared my bed. It's not going to be finished yet because, well, it's easier to transport when it's not a finished bed. So that. And he also finished this. That I didn't do, and I need to paint in the same colour as the rest. Hopefully I have enough, but I don't know. But also had some finds. I got a lot of fabric for my blanket fort idea, but that's something I'm gonna work on when I'm back at home, when I have my sewing machine. But I also found a cupboard that I'm gonna transform in a little hidey spot for my bunny outside. So I guess this is it for this week. What's left to do next week is a paint job, preparing the cupboard. I think maybe painting the bed, but not everything is here. We need to still get some wood for that to finish it completely. Finish this, and I'll be going home at the end of that week. So the bed is going to be finished then, and hopefully my fence is going to be arriving soon, so I can do that. Yeah, so I'll see you next week.